today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnists write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that.
He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And the Vikings are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another 1st down run right there.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
2nd and 2. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. These two teams all tied after one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Shrugs him off, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. This one caught by Davis.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Henderson will try and run for the first. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Raiders pick it up. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's brought down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On the handoff, Henderson. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The open man here, Renfro. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
60 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a leg.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 10, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to let it fly. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's taken in by Henderson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.